mind tricking the shit out of you. And your physical mind ain't even that sharp. It's not sharper than you can be. It's not sharper than you are. You just think it is. And you're using your mind power to lessen your power. That don't even make no damn sense. But you gotta start selfing up. And you gotta stop thinking that you can figure everything out on your own. Because you can't. If you could, it wouldn't even be nobody else here for you to converse with. It wouldn't be nobody else here for you to correlate with or to correspond with. It wouldn't even take place. It'd just be you, all alone and nothing else. So cut the crap and listen to your brothers and sisters. Listen to those messages you get alone for somebody along your day. You don't know how that stuff gonna help you until you prescribe to it. Get real with yourself. Then you'll start to see the reason behind everything. After you see the real reason of everything, you'll start to realize what's really going on. You'll start seeing life with your real eyes instead of your fake eyes. Then you'll start to reiterate what you already seen. You start reiterating this stuff. Then you're going to feel free. And you will make others feel free. Because you're going to ask them to reciprocate the same effect with whoever they correspond with other than self. And if they take the time to do that, we'll bring about a change. We'll bring about a change because we really will refer to. You got to start referring to nature. You're going to have to start reciprocating with nature. You're going to have to start freeing nature up. And when I say you're going to have to start freeing nature up, what I mean by that is stop putting so much weight on nature. Stop littering. Stop wasting toxic chemicals into the earth. Stop pouring stuff into lakes and the waters. You know that shit is wrong. Why you do it? Because Whitey do it? Is that why you doing it? I bet you it is. Oh man, I seen a white man throw some tires inside that water. I could do it too. I seen a white man take his trash down there. I want to do it too. Stop trying to reciprocate what everybody else doing and do what you supposed to do. You know the right thing to do. Stop letting your damn cars run all damn day. Give that shit a break. The damn emission is already off the chain. Try to catch a train if you can, if you stay on the train line. I know people, the people that drive around the most stay right down the street from the dang old train station. They walking distance of the train and they sitting there in their car with the car running. No regard for nature. No regards. We got to start making ourselves aware of nature. We have to revisit this radiology. Time and time again. I'm going to keep coming back until you realize what's going on. Then you're going to revitalize. You'll become revitalized through this. Then you can start making predetermined decisions. That's all in the realm of reason. This is all based on respecting yourself. Once you start to make predetermined decisions, that means you're planning where you're going before you even get there, which is the appropriate way to do things. Make a predetermined acquisition. Predetermine where you're going to go. Don't just try to go. And don't just be determined. You have to be predetermined in order to get where you're trying to go. Because if you don't be predetermined and you just determined, you will never get there. You ain't even put no plan into place for it to happen, for it to correlate for you. So, once we start referring to nature, we start to reconstruct our thinking. Because our thinking is all fucked up. We done took on a construct that does not belong to nature. And you wonder why, when you get up in age, it's all good while you're young. But when you start getting older, all that bullshit you've been prescribing to start to catch up with you one way or another. It start to come out. It start to reform itself. And then it don't even be reflected. You don't even recognize yourself. Then you're going to really have to revise. And then by this point in time, by the time you get older, you ain't even revising with yourself. You going to some doctor or some practitioner, you know, they don't know who your ancestors are, don't even care, but they got their own ancestors to be worried about dealing with. You're going to try to reform, and all they could do is give you their prescription on reform, or what worked for them. But it ain't going to work for you, because it ain't reflecting self. And it damn sure ain't reflecting self-economy. I don't care how you try to wrap your mind around it. It's not working. I've been running into so many people this week that got cancer, one form or another. Because it's based on their thinking. It's based on their thinking. They don't respect nature. And somewhere along their path, they forgot to respect nature. They didn't remember. I'm not going to say there wasn't no one there to remind them, because I wasn't there. So I'm not going to say that wasn't nobody there to remind them. I'm not going to say that somebody was there to remind them. But somewhere along the line, self has to make itself aware of these things. That's where the revise come in, or the revision, see the vision, and the reform, recognize who you are. Once you recognize who you are, you don't need nobody to tell you who you are. You need somebody to tell you who you are. Like a brother like Dr. Ray. Then that means that you done spend too much time not dealing with self. And I'm here for it. I'm going to tell you who you are. You greatness. For lack of a better word, you a God. You a God. You that deity. But you have to start moving in divine order. You're going to have to redo everything that you already doing and start putting that crap to the side and start dealing with your greatness. And start thinking greatness is what other than self and kind telling you greatness is, because that's not greatness. That's not greatness. They just tricking your ass. You figure all that shit out by the time you get 40 years old, 50 years old, like, oh shit, somebody was tricking the shit out of my ass. But it's too late then. It's too late. But no more. This is sun cycle. Like I told you, it's over for that crap. We got to stop prescribing to their stuff, because it ain't working for us no more. We got to start prescribing to what is working for us. And what is working is those that's doing. Those that's consistently doing something. Remember I told y'all about the consistency, how the consistency goes the distance. For those that may have seen that class, if you did not, go over it again right now. Consistent goes the distance. The more consistent you do things, the more efficient the result will be. And when I say consistence goes the distance, that's the distance that light travels and past that into the darkness, which is your natural home or your natural being. And in this sun cycle, we also gonna start dealing with green. Right? That's dealing with nature, right? Reciprocity. Don't know if I spelled that correctly, but we're gonna start greeting each other with positive, loving vibrations. We're gonna start having a reunion with one another. We need to start coming together, brothers and sisters, and showing each other love. Because we all we got. You believe it or not. Just make it simple. We ain't got to make everything all difficult. Just make it simple. And once we have gathered as one, then we could build from there. Put your differences aside. We have to put aside our differences. And if we don't put aside our differences, I don't even want to say what would have happened if we don't. Let's just say when we do. we can rewind.